Did you ever wonder why the Kamehameha wave was yellow in Budokai 1?
Kamehameha!
Now, most people are familiar with the Kamehameha's famous blue color, but in the full color manga, it is actually depicted as being yellow, as are most key attacks. This is why you will see a lot of people's moves being yellow in this game. Either that, or the developers didn't want to make the blast different colors, but I think it's the first one. And that's just the first of many detailed secrets and Easter eggs that we're going to go over today.
I want to fight someone tougher.
Moving on from Budokai 1, let's talk about my favorite game in the whole Budokai series, and that's Budokai 2. Keeping up with the 2 trend, let's talk about Super Saiyan 2. Now, Future Trunks is in this game, and he's given the option to transform into Super Saiyan 2, even though at this point, he was never seen or shown to be able to reach that form until Dragon Ball Super. And we have seen him instead transform into Super Saiyan grades 2 and 3, but these transformations didn't really make it into the games for Trunks until the Tenkaichi series. Now, it was in Budokai 1, but it's quite inaccurate in appearance. I mean, look at this. Budokai 2 also had an exclusive version in Japan for V-Jump readers that had only about 2,000 copies made, and it is called Dragon Ball Z 2V, the rarest Dragon Ball game in existence right now. It is a special bonus edition that not only keeps the bonuses from the original Japanese release, but also adds a few more. And the best part about this game is that it starts at 100% completion, so there is no need to grind for the extras. The main additions I want to talk about revolve around Frieza. Now, Frieza himself only gets a new Majin costume, but his other 2 costumes are way more interesting. These being Frieza and Cooler. Frieza is Frieza's son, yes, his son. He has his first form, and if you use Frieza's spaceship, his final form. Now, Cooler has his final form, and then if you use the spaceship, his metal form. And they both have special variations of the Death Ball, with Cooler's being the Supernova, and Frieza's having his face on it. While it does look silly, I think it's a cool way to acknowledge and call back to Nekomajin and it being a parody of Dragon Ball Z. Bulma was actually planned to be a playable character in Budokai 3, but was scrapped for unknown reasons. She has a full model as well as some lines indicating that she would be playable with the announcer calling her name.
Bulma versus Bulma!
She still remains in the game and is actually playable with some fiddling around with the game, and she can be replaced with Videl. Although she doesn't have any of her own moves, her model actually looks really good, and I wonder what her moveset would have been like. Maybe she could have shot at people like she did Goku. If I had to guess, they took the moveset and actually put it on the game that shall not be named for that Bulma. Taking it way back to a game that I actually played a lot growing up, but wasn't, well received by many. Ultimate Battle 22, or 27 if you know the secret code, was actually Gogeta's debut, although it seems like he was added by mistake given the fact that Fusion Reborn had not yet aired in the US. He was given Vegito's name, and not only does the secret opening show the Potara technique, but he's also given Vegito's signature moves such as the final Kamehameha. Digging around through these games, you do come to notice that the games make a lot of references to the manga, whether it's with costumes or actual moves or sometimes even quotes. For example, in Tenkaichi 1, Kid Goku has the quote,
I'm not this caca whatever guy.
versus some characters, including his father. Caca Whatever actually comes from the 17th manga volume chapter, Tales of Future Not Quite Past, in which adult Goku says it to Raditz when Raditz calls him Kakarot. Budokai 3 also has some codes that you can enter to unlock some different variations of Goku, Future Trunks, and Piccolo respectively. Goku stands for "See you later guys, let's meet up again after you die." And Goku says this after returning to the afterlife with Baba in volume 40 chapter 477. Future Trunks stands for "I'm so sorry for making you wait." Trunks says this when he and Vegeta exit the Room of Spirit and Time in volume 32 chapter 375. And Piccolo stands for "Gahaha, this is the greatest. It's the greatest feeling." King Piccolo says this after he kills Shenron in volume 13 chapter 148. Out of these three, I'm not gonna lie, Future Trunks with the battle armor and long hair has to be my favorite. Top tier design. Remember how Super Saiyan 3 Broly and Vegeta were announced as DLC for Raging Blast, and they were said to be game exclusive characters. However, they actually appear in an arcade card game called Dragon Ball Z Dragon Battlers before being DLC for this game, making them not exclusive. Speaking of Raging Blast, there is one interesting detail about Goku. While wearing his regular costume, Goku's hair as a Super Saiyan is the same as his hair as a Super Saiyan 2, but in his alternate costumes, his hair is accurately modeled in Super Saiyan 1, looking more like the Namek Saga. And this is the same for Raging Blast 2 actually. Now that's all for today. If you want more videos like this, like and subscribe. Also, comment any secrets that you may know that I didn't cover and any other games that you would like to see me cover. Till then, peace.